let's go.
Good, come on, we got more to go, Kai. Here are the available missions. You're not even halfway done yet.
Let me just check to make sure, actually. Yes, yes. Okay, yes.
Okay, you did get it, alright.
Let's go.
I just wanted to make sure. The rest of these are going to be strong,
I'll deal with you later.
Power plants, warehouse area, and a junkyard.
Where's the junkyard?
Our radars have picked up some unusual activity at a nearby junkyard. As far as we can tell, something is reanimating various junk there. This suggests the presence of Trace, one of the rebel circuits. If left unchecked, Wired Authority might soon get some spooky reinforcements. So go out there and stop those junk bots. Make sure you don't leave any behind, because, well, I don't like the idea of some spooky things roaming about. Haunted robots sounds terrifying.
It sounds stupid.
Get the fuck out there! Don't you question me! Repair or transfer!
You know, I see some stupid. I've heard some stupid stuff, but this takes a cake.
Dude,
Robot
ghost robots.
pirate coats. Ghosts, who do you think they are? We are idiots? Hey, Professor, snap to it.
Ghost robots sound terrifying.
That sounds stupid.
What would you know? You haven't seen the kind of shit we've seen in the past hundreds of years.
It's only been decades.
Shut up! I know what I said. You clearly don't know how the rest of the world's been faring. Next is the patch circuit. Oh boy.
Also, probably the most annoying upgrade in the game.
Oh dear.
I really hate getting this upgrade. Also, there's a special objective for Ray's level, which was don't get hit by the lasers. This one is don't get hit by that purple goo.
Oh. Ooh, that can be tough too. Shit. I see. Oh, there's junk everywhere too.
Junk box.
Oh, that was another thing with State of Play. Fucking PlayStation Plus exclusive with Foam Stars for like a month.
I heard it's actually not. It doesn't look like a bad game. It's just not my kind of game. So
It does scream Splatoon ripoff, but hey, at least it's done well. So you know. Oh, you gotta take.
That's actually pretty sick.
Ooh, that's a good mid-air combo. Glad you stay in mid-air too.
That's pretty cool. I like that one.
All right. Other games that are announced include Helldivers 2, Judas.
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, Metro Awakening. Wasn't there a game that got suddenly brought offline or something?
I'm trying to remember.
Wasn't the Metro City game or whatever?
I don't know much about the history of Metro, so
I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure at one of the games, like...
okay, that wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been, so...
I did see that it could look rough, though. Oh, so that's how you hit the goo.
Yep.
Oh, we really didn't do any damage.
It doesn't do any damage, it's just, you know, for the extra objective. Which, you know, might be difficult, but just keep it in mind.
Oh, there's another thing that sucked! I forgot the Silent Hill 2 remake trailer! People were not impressed.
It seemed that way.
And it was also that...
The thing was, the trailer was a combat trailer, which is the big thing that some people might not take from that. Is like, it's called the combat trailer.
They're trying to go more of the Resident Evil route to try to do a combination of horror and action. But
yeah.
My understanding, the thing that sets Silent Hill 2 apart was the fact that its horror elements were very good.
It was more on the atmosphere and the horror element.
Yep.
Never about the action, so... I'll give the trailer the benefit of the doubt. It's called the combat trailer.
Right.
So, like, what the fuck were you expecting?
Yep.
So, I'm gonna give the trailer a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Though at the same time, I'm also trying to give Konami the benefit of the doubt, which is
help give some combat and actually, you know, keep the horror elements intact. It could be good.
The problem with the case of Silent Hill is that the idea of the horror comes partly in fact that you're playing as a regular guy.
Yeah. That is true. Okay, they only go off as soon as you go under them.
You have to, like, be very close to them for it to go off.
Okay. Like clumps, but not nearly as sensitive.
Yep.
But also, it makes them kind of worse. Well, and that was one of the big announcements for that show, too. Until Dawn.
Yeah.
They re-released for PlayStation 5 version after it came out like 8 years ago. Like,
I'm not a big fan of Until Dawn, so to me that's just whatever.
That's one of the choice-based games they call it, right? I mean, like a big
no, it's
story.
like the visual novel sort of game.
Yeah, yeah. It's just a lot more like cinematic than most of its kind.
Yeah.
It's horror themed, so I understand why people like it.
I'm not the. I was never the big fan of those kind of games. I mean, I was never big on stuff like, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I get you on that.
Like I said, I was never big on stuff like, Phoenix Wright or anything like that. It's like, games I respect, it's like, they're the games I kind of respect, but I don't inherently like because...
Oh, the new Metro game's a VR game, that's what it was.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That makes more
sense. I think it's the only VR thing they showed of that thing.
Yep.
Just like the PSVR 1, PSVR 2 started to feel like it was a nice fad for like a year. Now it's just kind of forgotten because people prefer the pure gameplay experiences you get from everything else.
Yeah, because the thing about VR is that it feels like a higher sell.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And nothing's been like super convincing that feels like VR.
The thing with VR is that it feels like the best games usually tend to be. It just feels like a giant first-person shooter simulator. That's really all it tends to be.
I mean, that would be the most logical thing to do with virtual reality.
So I mean, if you want to take away like the first-person element of it all,
it's kind of hard to do that though with VR. It sounds like it makes the most sense for VR games to be first-person.
Yeah. All right. Let me just check everything else.
Maybe that could help that Indiana Jones game announcement. Then again, Xbox doesn't do virtual reality at all for some reason. It does feel weird they haven't even thought about allowing their console to be VR compatible.
Oh yeah, actually there's another thing about Microsoft that I'm also kind of on edge about because I'm not sure if you heard about the massive layoffs from Microsoft.
Activision Blizzard thing.
Supposedly
it probably would have happened anyway, but
at the same time, it's kind of a rough thing to talk about because they have a lot of money, so to see them say something like that kind of screams a little bit bullshit.
The whole tech industry in general has been getting a lot of layoffs.
Yeah.
Like, a lot, because, there was a big, massive hiring spree during COVID. Now they're, finally realizing,
they don't need all these people, so I guess...
It looks kind of shitty, but the fact that it's, happening for, the entire industry, kind of hard to really single anybody out. Even Sony went through a bit of that, too, I think.
Well, it's not nearly as noted because
I mean,
the amount of layoffs that Xbox had was basically matched the whatchamacallit, the Unity one.
Yeah. Well, Unity one probably happened because of
Yeah.
They're
still the fact that it amounted to as much as Unity speaks a lot about how uncomfortable the situation's kind of gotten to be in the tech industry.
In all fairness, it also does typically happen with mergers.
Yeah.
It's part of the byproduct of them buying out Activision Blizzard, so...
You just wish that the layoffs included people that... I think the bigger thing is that it includes a lot of people that really should probably deserve to stay there more than some of the other people.
Also true, yeah.
Because, it's a lot of the senior talent that's getting laid off, not the, not the people that probably deserve to go.
Like Bobby Kotick.
Yeah.
Rumors he was going to be gone, and he's still not gone yet, I don't think.
No, he's gone. It's just that he had a giant golden parachute.
Big severance, yeah, fuck it.
It's congratulations, he's free, but he basically gets to get away with murder.
Oh yeah, they announced the newest, the head of Activision Blizzard now, or whatever.
Who's that?
I think it's some woman who was, big on, helping out, Overwatch become what it was, I think. Overwatch 1.
I mean, I honestly don't really care at this point, just because... Let me just say it like this. A lot of damage has been done, so... I'll just say it like this. Talk is cheap. Your actions are going to show a lot more. Especially in the case of where as far as Activision Blizzard is kind of falling.
Yeah, they have half-assed a lot of things lately.
And the fact that a lot of people within the... I'm just going to call it as it is, because I don't want to say woke, but more like people who basically put a lot of blame on the consumer more than just, you know, taking responsibility.
Yeah.
Just, they don't have any backbone.
Like Square
They don't
Enix.
have any
Like Square
accountability.
Enix had the fucking producer basically blaming the PS5 user base for the lack of sales that they wanted for Final Fantasy 16. I mean, you sold only the
You sold
PS5.
only on
What do you
PlayStation
think was gonna
5.
happen?
The fact that you expected, like, massive sales like this, it's like, you fucking deserve this.
You blame the fact there wasn't a strong user base. Well, you also can somewhat blame Sony for encouraging you to take an extra payment so you can keep it on PC for extra 6 months.
Yep.
Like, what's gonna happen, man?
It's like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Playing the hand that feeds. Like, fuck. You allow Sony to friggin' pay you for that, and you're gonna fucking just blame the consumers for not buying it.
Because what happens when you blame the consumer like that is they're not gonna want to have anything to do with your product.
Yep. What? You think your fucking game is gonna get like 100% friggin' attachment rate? Like, fuck. Yeah, expecting everybody to buy your game is absurd.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the company that's the highest attachment rate of their games are Nintendo's. Because fucking, they thrive in their first party.
Yeah, and their first party games have always been high quality, and they have a variety of games to fit every single person.
It is kind of crazy here. Like, the attachment rate of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is like 40+%. It's like the highest of like any game.
You know, some people whine and bitch about wanting a new Mario Kart, but when you have a Mario Kart that's still as high retention rate as that, that gets a lot of DLC that's also been consistently doing well,
hard
it's
to
like
follow up with.
It's kind of hard to really just like. I don't blame them for not making a new Mario Kart.
It's time for F-Zero then.
You know?
Do another racing game.
F-Zero 90. We already have F-Zero 99.
It's fine, but I want to know.
Well. It isn't the hero.
Sorry, I got caught in inner monologue. Don't mind me.
So I don't suppose you could stop with all the commotion? I'm trying to work here.
Oh, was I talking out loud? Shit.
We can't have your junk bots roaming out to the city, Trace. Junk bots, you say? You never were a very considerate one, were you?
I mean, they were trash before. What do you want me to call them?
Even without them, you would just try to take me down all the same. Isn't that right? So, perhaps I shall persuade you to reconsider.
Ooh, I guess you'll have to deal with other robots that'll summon in this fight, too.
Hang on for a sec. Sorry, time out. Wait, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, where is it?
I'm trying to put that back on. Oh, right, you're going with pure offense now, right.
We're here, so let's go offensive.
Okay, don't summon the freaking ink at you. So, the slime. Oh, okay, that was surprisingly tame. For some reason, I was expecting a lot more out of his desperation move than that. As long as you paid attention, it wasn't really that bad. Oh, syringes, really? Jeez, I feel like I've been attack I've seen in Mario games plenty of times already.
Bonk.
Ooh, cool, kill him with throwing an enemy at him. That's fun.
Really?
Yeah.
And here I was, just trying to raise my own army. Only so much loose scrap can do, in the end.
Yes.
Good luck out there, on your own.
Maybe your fighting strategy shouldn't have been such junk. I'm gonna kill you. Ah! Just for that, I'm taking you with me. Fuck!
Great, I got a Nintendo D-pad.
Huh.
Neat.
Would it make movements more precise?
What?
Fucking...
This is Kai returning to base.
That seems actually seemed rather simple. Sorry for being sloppy. Excuse me. Oh, I guess some of the people you rescue are those that hang out the,
One of the people that you rescue within the stages will be hanging around in the lobby.
Okay, I did notice that because the one stage, it was like all of a sudden one of the rescued things was a dog.
Yeah.
That's what called me off. I was like, why is only one of them in a dog? That's so weird. Oh.
Colonel, sir? Is something wrong?
I'm turning evil. Oh, it's nothing. Just some old servos acting up, I think.
Alright, if you say so, sir.
I didn't think he'd get this far. Oh, shit! You heard nothing. Good work out there. That should put a stop to those ghastly butts. Not that I was scared of them or anything, of course. I don't wet myself at night thinking about them. I'm doing ready to tackle the next mission. Robots can wet themselves, don't question me.
Alright, let's go to Prim first to see what
Any paint?
special paint is.
Yeah, you can't paint.
Hot-headed. Okay, no.
Oh, you did get a new one.
Huh.
Huh.
Oh, it's because I didn't find it in the stage.
Oh.
Huh. I guess that does give me a reason to go back and check. Because that's the thing. Is that... Let me just look here just to see what else I can get.
Is there anything you really want? Mobility time, super armor, protective aura deals contact on running. Ooh, okay. Running and sliding. Makes have a dash attack. That sounds like a good speed running ability. Dash at enemies with your hook shot.
Unstunned enemies.
Increase mobility to take damage. Huh.
Final stand armor.
That's not too bad. Good if you know you're fighting a boss. Yeah, that will be useful. Sometimes having trouble with the boss, just put that shit on and be like, oh fuck! You've been busy. I heard you confronted the patch circuit. Trace always was an inventive one, tinkering away with her creations. She had grand ambitions with her constructs, always pushing forward. However, this obsession often interfered with her duties. Every so often, she was supposed to provide aid to those who needed it, but she was too busy to give them any attention. This is why Guardian Corps HQ got its own medbay eventually. Nerd. Oh, alright, I think that's enough reminiscing about the past. Wanna look at my wares? Emergency heal! Oh! Ah, the standing heal ability.
Yep.
You don't mind wasting time. Unless you're trying to get balls from beating the stage quickly or whatever.
Let me just check the other ones.
The other new one looks like some sort of shield thing. Where's our new Patriot? Ah, somebody here.
Oh, but thank you for rescuing me from those awful junk bots at the junkyard. The gassy appearances overwhelmed my logic circuits, effectively paralyzing my servos. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run, but I just couldn't. Thankfully, you found me just in time, before it was too late. Your brave and courage is truly inspirational. Awe-inspiring, even. I can learn a lot from you.
Yeah, I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. Yeah, you're not even bothering going out of your way to buy the database stuff. Well, better to get abilities and other shit.
Yeah, I mean, I already have a full database unlocked in my other files.
Oh, so. Right. Sanitations. You want to see the available missions?
This water's so cheap, but I still want to save it anyway. But I'm going to go back to Patch Circuit because I do want to see if I can find that.
Oh, haven't you already cleared this one? Did you leave something behind, perhaps? Very well. We can run a simulation for you, which you feel like the real thing. Did you find anything? We have our troops retrieved in the real world. Oh, so that's their defense for you redoing a mission.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're willing to waste our fucking time, go ahead.
We need to go find that, whatchamacallit. The palette.
Paint.
The
Yep.
paint.
I'm trying to see what else they have in the Xbox showcase, because I forgot that they're the developer direct.
I mean, I haven't been watching any of the showcases stuff for a while because it was like... Because I've been stuck playing... well, this one was before, but then afterwards I was playing the new Prince of Persia game, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
The new Prince of Persia game is so good.
Yeah, this year's already been off to a pretty solid start so far.
Yep, this,
New Prince
Infinite
of Persia.
Wealth for the main game,
Yep,
disregarding...
Still great, yep.
all the extra stuff that
Yeah,
happened with it.
Persona 3 Reload, some people have said it's arguably the best Persona game now. I don't know how much I'm willing to believe it, seeing how packed 5 Royal was. And
3 is in a very weird state.
I heard some people like the story of 3 the best.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Because it's like the most like real, in a way. I know, at least from starting up the screen, it says that like someone deals with suicide as well, so.
It's the entire gist of Persona 3 is talking about death. That's the entire gist of Persona 3's story.
It was weird starting the game, and as soon as I got to like the first town, just seeing coffins everywhere, I was like, what the fuck? What the hell is this? Like, I've only played for a half hour, so I'm not really spoiling anything crazy. Yeah, just...
I mean, my experience with Persona 3 has been like those special animations. I forget what, but there's like those special anime videos that basically went through a general gist of what the plot was like for Persona 3.
You know more about 3 than 4?
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, maybe it's better off that way. I would recommend Persona 4 Gold, though. I will say, though, it's kind of weird, like, I think I bet you 5 Royal had to, like, max out a few social links to get some extra game content.
Yeah.
You do have to max out one for one dungeon, and I want to say you have to max out another one for an extra post-game dungeon?
I think I know there's one in particular that you have to, max out if you want the golden ending for Persona 4. It's something I need to take into consideration.
Yep. There's a character that gets you an extra dungeon that helps get to the golden ending.
Because that character is exclusively introduced in that game.
In golden, it's Marie, I think?
Marie, yes.
Yeah. Which, thankfully, when I was like halfway through the game, I was like looking things up, and I learned like, oh, you should befriend this character. I was like, oh, fuck, I should work on that then.
What I'm trying to figure out is where the hell is the palette supposed to be? That's the only thing I'm really wondering about.
Right. Ah, they have the mirages of the citizens you already rescued.
Because there is technically a bonus for getting all of them. So.
Yeah, you will still get money for it, so, you know, well, why the hell not?
What I'm trying to figure out is where the hell is that palette?
But yeah, the other character you have to do, I'll just say this, like, before you get to the last main game dungeon, you have to get that person up to a certain level. So it kind of works how Akechi does in 5 Royal.
Ah.
You have to get up to a certain point, so they start having, like, events happen with them after a certain point. Because I know you said Persona 5, Akechi's kind of automatic.
Yeah.
In Royal, you actually have to work on them.
Yeah.
You know, like, up to rank 7.
Is What's-Her-Face still automatic? Sae, I think is her name.
Yes. Yeah, you still have your story-based ones. Like, the team building is one.
Sae during the interrogation.
Sae is one. Morgana's another. They're on this automatic, yeah. Yeah, you still have your automatic ones, of course.
Where the hell is it?
So they have similar things for Gold, like the team building thing's automatic. Teddy's automatic as well, thankfully. I want to say that's it for the automatic ones. Because, yeah, the rest of them you have to actually work on. It's been a while since I've played 5. I would say, I know in 4 Gold it's kind of weird. You have to, like, there are some relationships you have to advance far enough to unlock others. Because, like, I know one of the jobs, you have to do enough times to unlock somebody else's.
Yeah, I know that one because I believe he's one of my favorite, of the, what's his face?
Oh, the politician in,
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, you found it.
I forget the dude's name, but Tornosuke something.
Yes, the politician guy. Yep.
He was one of my favorite ones.
The only one I didn't max out in 5 Royal because I didn't realize he had a deadline. I got him up to level 9, then I got through Sainejima's palace, and then I realized he was gone. I was like, fuck! Everybody else but him! I could have continued. Like, the one
He was also the one I primarily focused on because I love his ability. And when it's maxed out, it's beautiful. Because, you want me to spoil the maxed out ability?
Sure. I'm probably not playing 5 Royal for a long time anyway.
Yeah, so, you can basically get personas even if they're higher level.
Oh, yeah! Okay, that was a thing I have, yeah.
That's the maxed out
Oh, I
one.
guess you get the max discount for hit maxing out his ability. Okay.
Like, no, when you get the max level 10, you can basically just befriend personas that you find in the wild, even if they're higher level.
Oh, you can negotiate with them at a higher level. Okay. I was thinking the thing you could basically buy them at a higher level.
So, like, the thing with the negotiation is that the last thing is that they have a join your cause sort of thing, but if you're not max level, they'll be like, oh, you're not high enough level to really take me on, so, like, we're just gonna give you this and leave.
I keep forgetting about that. Yeah.
But if you get if you're at max rank, even if they're higher level, they will join you.
Oh, that is pretty sweet.
That's how I got Emperor Frost or whatever, King Frost.
That is good for New Game Plus, I guess.
Yeah.
Then again, they hide some friggin' personas behind New Game Plus as well, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah. I was thinking about playing New Game Plus on Persona 5 Original because I had a King Frost, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll consider making Dark Frost or whatever, or Black Frost.
You're better off just getting Royal.
I will get Royal, though. But
yeah.
The thing is, I'm just like, I want to play other games, dang it. I got enough of the backlog as it is.
Yeah. I can tell you something about 4 Gold, like, you know how you have like 8 different elements of attack and 5?
Yeah.
There's only...
They took out, I believe it was Nuclear and Mind?
No Nuclear or Mind. And Light and Dark are only the instant death attacks.
Yeah, Light and Dark are instant death.
You still have the other 4, and there's no gun either.
Yeah, there's no gun element either.
So you only have physical, fire, wind, electricity, and...
The gun element is something that's particular to, It was actually in 1 and 2 in particular that had the emphasis on the gun being a separate element.
Yeah.
Or a separate attack.
Did they have it in 3?
I'm trying to remember.
I know.
Actually, in 3, there are a couple of characters that have ranged weapons, but they serve because of what is it? Like, one has piercing and one has, like, stat. I think one has piercing. Because technically, one of the characters in, Persona 4 does have a ranged weapon, it's just the weapon of choice.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Okay, so you do know of them. Okay.
I also play Persona Q, so I do know who the main cast is.
Okay, so you're aware of the Undetected.
Yes.
Right. Okay, I didn't really want to spoil that, twist.
Just don't spoil too. I think I know already.
I'll say, you got to see that character in that game, you probably know what the twist is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about. Not like a plot twist. No.
Like, maybe it sucks for me not to have that spoiled for me because...
Honestly, I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
I didn't see the villain thing coming, but I saw most of the other stuff coming.
Yeah. Like, part of me, like, would be annoyed that I got spoiled, but at the same time, that was kind of my first technical exposure, even though it's not even a Persona game. It's a, Entry and Odyssey game. Really?
Oh, yeah. Right, Persona Q is basically...
Entry and Odyssey with Persona Sim.
Yup.
I was playing Entry and Odyssey 5, but... The thing is, those games get grindy.
Yup. There's a lot of a grind.
They're good games, it's just...
You gotta commit a lot of time to them.
Yeah. And I was, eventually it didn't help, I took a break from it to play a little bit of, the Paper Mario game.
Oh, Super Paper Mario, right.
Not Super Paper Mario, Mario Luigi.
Oh, Paper Jam.
Yeah.
You go through that whole game now?
I think I'm a little bit behind in that game, so...
Oh, okay, you're not at the end of that yet. Okay.
Not even close. Because that also requires me getting my 3DS out, which I should consider doing, at least having in the background while watching some YouTube stuff. Just to make a little bit of progress in that one.
Right. Oh, you have to rebattle the bosses, too.
Yeah, because they are part of the stage, technically.
Okay.
You still technically get ranked.
Right.
So, they'll make you run through the entire stage.
Alright, so at least... Oh, yeah, you want to keep going for the challenge in the same file. That makes sense.
Yeah.
In front of your no damage.
Because there's also, like, the no damage run for the boss and stuff as well. You'd only need to do it once, which is kind of weird that it does it like that. I was kind of expecting you to have to do it for, like...
What, you mean you don't have to go through the whole game without taking damage?
No.
That's what I love about Mega Man 9 and 10. Well, Mega Man 9 had that.
9 had that. I don't know about 10.
10 might have. I know 10 had no dying.
See how that game is created by Intercreate? I wouldn't be surprised.
I know 9.
I know 9 did.
I know
for
10
a
and no
fact
deaths.
9. I know for a fact 9 had the no damage the entire game. Granted, the game is merciful enough that actually I don't know if it is merciful enough. That's something that someone else might have to tell me about. If you can just like quit the game and it doesn't save the fact that you took damage.
Yeah, I think you can do that. Yeah.
If it does that, okay, then at least the game's a little bit more kind in that front.
But then you just have the whole fortress of 9.
Yeah. That's just pain.
New record! Oh no, I missed one.
I missed one I already saved. Well, we got the pallet at least.
Yep,
so.
that's what we wanted. But we got it. Now, I've heard it's not really worth going back to play Personas 1 and 2 because they're like so different. It's not
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah.
Because Persona 1 and 2 are definitely more in line with the Shin Megami Tensei games.
Right. Welcome back. Took you long enough. Yeah, I know. Apparently the reason translation's so like close to Japanese. Ooh, melee burst techniques drain foes' health. Ooh.
So basically, I heal myself.
If you use your burst abilities.
Yeah.
Enemies with them.
It has to be the melee ones in particular. Though to be honest, kind of prefer this one.
Yeah, this one has been very good for you.
And I also got more money, which means more upgrades.
Got any bits? Yeah, I know the translation for the first Persona game was weird. Because they like try to localize it really hard. The names are like...
It's a victim it's the victim of early localization.
I think Atlas was basically like, okay, you guys have to be very close to the source material if you're gonna do this again.
Yeah. Because that's the big thing, is just like, that was back in the days when localization was kind of in a very rough state of affairs, putting it mildly.
It was like, they wanted to make it not feel so foreign.
Yeah.
But because that kind of lost some of its, like, some of the translation just felt
But because
wrong.
that, like, it was supposed to be a game made from, like, Japanese people, but when a lot of it was sort of lost in translation.
Yeah.
Then again, I mean, I've heard, like, 1 and 2 I've also heard good things about as well, because I've heard, like, the story for 2 in particular is one of the best in the series.
Ooh.
So,
I know I can technically play the first Persona game on my PlayStation Mini.
you can also play 2 by extension.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I guess I could. I know at least the first Persona game's on there. Yeah, I don't remember the whole library on there. It's only like 20-something games.
Can you get anything? Because, is that technically an emulator, or... I mean, you can mod it
You'd have
to
to
be
mod
an
it.
emulator, yeah.
You'd have to mod it to get more on there.
That's also true.